You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch it. Wait. Edge. 58, boy, 58. Any weapon. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Jackson on first down, and his first look is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and now it's second down. One step away from a Super Bowl, and certainly defensively a huge key. They got to take him out of the passing game.
So to do that, they've decided to take their best cover guy to put on him. And the reason they want to do that, limit his opportunities because they don't think the rest of the receivers can beat them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
Jackson now, throwing again. The open man is Westbrook. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. D.D. Westbrook, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check pass, check pass, check 3, check 3. Shit. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, check. 3 down. Watch that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Out. Check 4.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go right here now. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 43. Spell.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check. Fresno. Shift. Watch the eye.
This is Coleman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here I come again.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket, airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Vincent Smith, 81 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game.
Check.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. Complete to Dorsett. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Six. Check 6 guys.
On second down, it's Coleman. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run on second down with Cohen. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after 1.
Watch with the 7. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Coleman now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Coleman. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, go, go. Check 52, slam.
Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Come on, dude.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
13 yards, first down, Packers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No. Off. Check. Lucky.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 26. 36. Watch twist. Wide. Get wide.
They'll try the left side with Coleman. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Check the backer. Whoa! Watch out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
whip. On your team.
Back to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're running it. Shoot! Watch the shoot! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming!
They will run again with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken at his 4.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Come on, the ball. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of 1st downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go this whole truck. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
We got this.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check. Ringo. Come on, boy. Okay. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 4. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Fresno.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Check 50. Check 26. Check the hot read.
On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
45. Mike, 45. I'm coming.
From the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's checking.
Now Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Tighten up.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rock 57. Check. Hey, alert 3. Check nickel. Yeah, Jim. 57's Mike 57. I got you.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
57. Mike 57.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run forward to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he... could get out of the backfield.
2nd and goal at the Rams 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 45 the mic. And what's that? And what's the ball? 45, Mike, 45. And what's the delay?
He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.